All right, so welcome back. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to run class and student reports. But before we get to that, the administrative tab right here, changing password, change email, find a student. This is where you can change your password and create your own. Changing email, a lot of that stuff you're not going to be able to do because they automatically sign you up for it anyway. But you will be able to change your own password if you wanted to do that. You can also go in and find a student if you want to. You go in, you can do it by their student ID, which is a long, like, I want to say 9-digit number or something, their GTID number, or you can just simply type in their name, submit, and you can find that student if you need a report on that student for a meeting or IEP meeting or any kind of information, then you can find them there. But the next thing is class and student reports. Now this one has a lot in it. You can run a classroom or a group report, benchmark scores table, which has all the kids' benchmark history on it and has their scores table on it. Student summary report. It separates and it breaks down each student into a report. You have the class overview report, which shows you kind of where your class is as a whole. Parent report, you can print it off, and this report, it actually explains the Dibble scoring and kind of where their kid is in respect to their peers and grade level. Group suggestions. This actually, you pull it up, and it's a report that will show you how to split your students into group for differentiation. Then you have your Lexile report. This breaks down students' Dibble score into a Lexile level, which is really important. And then you have student benchmark assessment history. This takes the student, if like mine, they're second grade, let's say they're fifth grade, it takes their benchmark history from all the way from kindergarten all the way to fifth grade and breaks it down and kind of looks at their progress over the course of 4 or 5 years. Pathways of progress. This one right here prints out and it shows their pathway of progress. And usually they do it with stars. It's 1 through 5 stars. Are they progressing at the rate that they need to? Is it below? Is it above? Is it exceeding their intended growth? Pathways of progress graph. This is a progress monitoring graph, but what it does is it has lines on it, and instead of using stars, it uses colored lines on a line graph and shows you what kind of progress they're making as far as typical growth in a reading. Class progress report shows how the class is progressing as a whole and how each student is progressing. Effective of instructional support levels by class. This is where you can enter different interventions in, and it creates a line on the graph. So if I am Mr. May, he is getting 30 minutes of direct instruction in phonics or phonemic awareness, then I can put that in, and it shows where I'm getting those types of instructional supports. Right here is a really important one. I use this one a lot for data for files and for IEP meetings and stuff like that. And it's the students' progress monitoring graphs. And you can pull these up, and it will actually show each data point in which they've been progress monitored for those certain things. So let me jump into that one real quick. You do it very similar to your data entry. You go in, I pick my school, year, second grade, benchmark. I want it in color or black or white, usually. And then I go in and, hey, it's my classes. Now right here, I can display the aim line, which is kind of like the aim line is where they need to be at the end of the year. But I like displaying the aim line with boxes with 3+ scores that are below the aim line. So it kind of shows me, it'll stand out on the graph. Hey, these kids, they've kind of flatlined. This isn't working. They're not above the aim line. We need to change our intervention and adjust course to better serve them. And then you can click